Welcome everybody to this new consultant quick start training. My name is Jenna Stockwell. I am a ViV Life consultant, and I just want to first of all welcome you to the team. We are so happy to have you, and I love this quote. It's one of my favorite ones. If you do what you've always did, then you'll always get what you always got. Albert Einstein said that, and I just want to congratulate you for stepping outside of your comfort zone and starting your own ViV business. For some of you, maybe you have done this before, and some of you maybe never have. And so I congratulate you for doing something different. And I can assure you, if you follow some basic steps that I'm going to teach you today, that you can definitely do something fantastic with this business. It's all up to you. And so I'm going to keep this pretty brief. This is just an introduction for the brand new consultant to get an idea of what to do. So welcome. I'm sure your team sent you this email, and you already have a fabulous team for getting you started correctly. So the first thing I want to do is show you what happens as soon as you log in. So you should have received an email after you enrolled in the process, welcoming you and giving you a login to be able to get into your resource center. And so if you haven't done that already, I'm going to go ahead right now and show you how to do that. So let's see, once you log in, you are going to see, don't mind some of this, you are going to see this screen as soon as you log in. The first thing I want you to do is click on a circle over here. It probably won't have your picture yet, but I want you to go ahead and click right on that, and that is going to take you to your settings. Now, the reason that I'm telling you to do this first and foremost is because I think it's very important that every single person update their profile picture. So you can click right here and upload a picture of your choice. This is so important because it helps your team get to know you, so that when we see you at an event, we recognize you by face. Just know your up team is here, we're engaged, and we're looking for those new folks, and your picture pops up. That's really helpful for us. So go ahead and do that. You should, if you forgot what you chose for a website, you will see it right here. You have a lot of different information here as you go through. Make sure all of these are correct. You want to make sure your payment method is correct. It's going to default to whatever you signed up with. But if you want to change it, you do that here. And it's also important to get your ViV wallet set up. This is how you're going to get paid. So right here is pretty much the basics of what you want to do right when you get started. And again, that starts by clicking on this little circle. And again, it's not going to have your picture in it to begin with. The second thing I wanted to point out in this resource center, don't worry about any of this yet. I know all of this looks a little overwhelming, but I don't want you to think about that. You just started your ViV business, so I just want to show you where you can access your products and services. If you signed up for any, I'm hoping you got the whole lifestyle bundle, and if you didn't, I'll show you where to do that. So right when you log into your virtual office, you're going to see this screen. I want you to scroll down, and here are your products called My Products. This is in different spots too, but this is the easiest place. Just log in, first log in, go scroll to the bottom. Now I have all of these services. I have every single one that I can possibly have. So I have my autopilot, and I have all 7 of my lifestyle. I also have Home Secure, which isn't managed right here. But this is how you would get into each of these accounts and set them up. So there is some setup for, let's say, Credit Watch. You need to put in your credit, your credit cards and all the things you wanted to monitor. A Medi-Call, if you have that, you have to put in your medical information. Do that before you need to use the service. These are all, again, the places you set things up. This is also the place if you don't have this. Let's say you enrolled and for some reason you didn't get all the lifestyle services, but you want to add them. This would be the spot to add them, and it would you could do it right here. So that would be the easiest recommendation to get started. So this is a place where I live a lot. This is where I can access everything, all of my services in one easy login. The other place I go a lot is my resources library. Now, again, this is a quick start training. Do not spend a lot of time here looking through every resource. You could waste 6 months of your life, not waste, you could spend 6 months of your life filtering through all this information, but I'm here to just give you the quick start that you need. So what I want to point out in here, you can filter by, okay? Filter by video, because in the beginning when you first start, the basics are you are literally going to be sharing videos with people. That is your job. I'm going to get into that in a moment, but really that is going to be the entirety of what you do, is share videos. So, oops, sorry about that. My thing is a little jumpy here. We're going to go back to the library, and we're going to filter by video and make that easy for you. So what I want to show you are marketing tools. So you filter by video and you go down to your marketing tools. We have a video for every single product that ViV has. So when you first start out, don't worry about learning these. You do not need to know the answer to every question. It's impossible to learn every product in every detail. You will learn as you go. And the best way to learn is to share it with people, have them ask you questions, and ask your up team what the answer is, or get them on the phone with your up team. I just want to show you where these videos are so that you become familiar with them. I highly recommend you watch each one of these marketing videos. They're only a couple minutes long, each one of them. So that's where I want you to spend your time in your first 48 hours, is watching these little videos and making sure you familiarize yourself where all of these are, okay? So that would be great. You can also watch the 6-minute. Don't get into the trainings. There are so many of them. You could, again, you can spend hours. Don't worry about that. I just want you to look at marketing tools, because this is the heart of your whole entire ViV business. So that's where I want to show you. The other resource I want to show you is shareviv.com. Literally, that is the website, shareviv.com. This is our opportunity video. This is our business overview. This gives people an idea of, you may have seen this, this may be how you came into the business. And this is also some testimonials, there I am, some testimonials from some industry pros on why this is such an awesome business model. So shareviv.com and your marketing tool resources, which, sorry about that, is right here. Again, you get to there by going to resources in your resource center, filter by video, and go to marketing tools. If you go to these links, it's going to pull it up. And this is where it actually is going to download it right onto my computer here, and you can actually send these out and share these with people. So this is really incredible. It's a great way to do that. We're not going to go through that whole process, but if you have specific technology questions on how to do that, you can call your tech rescue, ask your up team. But it's pretty simple from right here to be able to share these with your network. And so that is quick. And now what I just want to very quickly, now that I've shown you the main tools that you will be using. So set up your profile, make sure that you know what your website is. My website here is jenna.viv.com. You will be using your personal website. So whatever your website is, mine's jenna.justviv.com. You will be using your resource library to share videos, and you will be using shareviv.com. These are literally the only tools you have to know in order to build a huge ViV business. I can promise you that. So just familiarize yourself with these things and spend your time just getting to know these tools, and don't worry about anything else. And so those are the main tools. Now I just want to shift gears here for a quick moment and just flip into training mode again real quick. And this is going to be the fastest training that you ever did see. So let's say play from current slide. So we went through this. Now I just want to share with you that what is your job, right? This isn't a job. This is your side gig. We all know that. But you may be brand new to this industry. I'm not brand new to this industry. Just so you know, I'm in my 10th year of relationship marketing. I've experienced an incredible level of success. I feel very blessed. Although ViV is very new, so I'm just climbing the ranks like everybody else. I have earned a significant amount in my previous company, which I was with for 9 years. I was a top earner in that company, and I have earned over $1 million. I promise you, I am not bragging. If you get to know me, I'm as humble as can be in terms of I just really like serving others, and that's what it takes to win. But I just want to help you understand that I do know what I'm teaching you. So I'm not teaching some theory. I've practiced this for 9 years, so I know that it works. So I'm confident sharing that with you today. And so what is your job, okay? Your job is to create curiosity and share ViV by inviting your network to take a look. Literally, I want you to understand that that is your job. Your job is not to explain ViV, to answer questions, to get them in the business or as a customer. I know that sounds crazy, but your job is not to explain the company. You actually have to say less. That could be your downfall. You might be a phenomenal salesperson in your regular job. I don't want you to think like that with Vive. The less you know, the better. You are really just supposed to share the tools that we have and invite someone to take a look. That is the entirety of your job. So inviting to what? Well, what I just showed you. Invite to sharevive.com. So I'm going to give you some scripts after this that you can take screenshots of. I highly recommend. I'm not even going to read them. I'm just going to flip through them. So I want you to take screenshots of every page so that later you can go look through them and pick the ones you like. You're going to be sharing that. You're going to be sharing product videos. You're going to be sharing webinars eventually. We have live webinars that show the plan. You might be inviting someone to come to a meeting with you, a Vive Local, an event in your area. Or you might be inviting someone to jump on a call with your up team. These are all the things that you are going to be doing. That is all. Creating curiosity and learning how to share Vive professionally with your network, okay? You are not going to talk at them. You are not going to try to convince them or sell them on Vive by telling them all the incredible things about it. Unfortunately, I've watched too many people really just, repel their network by trying to talk about it too much. Your only job is to create curiosity. And so how do you create curiosity? You create curiosity by sticking to some basic principles. And again, this is the only skill you'll ever need in network marketing, is learning how to professionally invite your network to take a look at something. So I'm going to flip through these real fast because we're keeping this training like a pretty quick 15 to 20 minutes. And so there are going to be further trainings going into more detail and depth, but this is just to get you started. If you signed up yesterday, you can do this business today by following these scripts. So I'm not going to read these because it would take far too much time, but please get your phone out. You can pause me and you can go ahead and take a picture of each of these screens. These are great tips. Some of these are, again, inviting to a meeting. Some of these are inviting someone to get on the phone with you really quickly. Some of these are inviting someone to take a look at a webinar. Don't get caught up in that. Just as you read all of these scripts, really see how similar they all are. You will get a feel for how to professionally do this. Practice with your up team. The first, 10 to 15 texts you send out, you should be doing this with your up team so that you're practicing right there with them. Again, I'm going to just kind of go through these. It also has some really good tips in here that I want you to talk about with your up team. Again, make sure to get with your up team to review these scripts and make sure you understand it. Practice with them first. So I'm just going to flip through these again. If you want to pause and take a screenshot, I highly recommend you do. Again, these are all the scripts, so I'm just going to go through these really quickly. Go ahead and take screenshots. You can take it with your phone. Some people can actually take a screenshot with their computer. There's so many of them. Don't get overwhelmed by this. You're going to pick your favorites. And again, sit with your up team, the person that brought you in. And if for some reason the person that brought you in is brand new and they don't find the leader in your team to sit with you and do this, whether it's over the phone, and just go over these scripts and pick the ones that feel the best to you. I know it seems like a lot, but I promise you they're all very, very similar once you start to read through them. And this is the last tip here. These are a lot of tips to help you. So the last thing I want to quickly go over is, if you do this properly, if you just focus on learning how to invite people to take a look at some videos, whether they're product videos or opportunity videos, you will start to get customers. You don't have to convince them. You're just sharing information, and that is what we do. We get paid to show people videos, basically, is what we get paid to do. And then get our up team on the phone to answer questions. That's the most important part. You're not going to answer questions for probably your first, 2 to 3 weeks in the business. You're going to listen to your up team answer the questions, and then you're going to know how to answer them. That's how we do this. It's impossible to learn everything beforehand. So just forget that altogether. Wipe that from your mind. It's impossible. We have too many products, too many details. That's not your job at all. Your job is not to learn that. So the thing you need to understand about how to get paid is that every customer you sign up has a point value, okay? So don't worry about memorizing this. Again, this is a quick start training. Just know that you will be accumulating points as you share videos with your network and they want to use the products. you're going to get points for that. If you do get some points, you can potentially get, actually this is a little outdated, you can get even more if you get 30 customer points in your first 60 days. So that's a great goal for yourself. But again, these are your goals, make them with your up team. And what we're really looking to do is as you share those videos that I told you on sharevive.com and in your resource center, you are going to get people interested in not only being customers of yours, but interested in joining the business as well. And so one of the first ranks that we're going to help you get to in this business is called Consultant 40. That actually, there's a rank before this, but there's a reason I'm focusing on this. And a Consultant 40 simply means you up here have either gotten 40 customer points yourself, or you and maybe another teammate has gotten 40 points combined. So that's a really important rank. If you simply understand this page, that a Consultant 40 is a rank in which you either have 40 points, and here's the points again, don't worry about memorizing them. We have this screen everywhere for you. Get 40 points as fast as possible. Get your own bundle, that's 12 points. Get your own autopilot if you're in a market that has autopilot. Maybe sell a home security system, that's 10 points right there. Get a home security system. You're almost halfway there. So this should be a goal, because not only will this help you earn your first bonus, because you need 30 customer points, but this helps set you up for a rank that's very important. If you only understand Consultant 40, you can help build a monster business, because if you help everybody else on your team hit Consultant 40 and that's all you focus on, get your 40 points, or you and a teammate each get 20, you know, whatever combination that is, get yourself to Consultant 40 and then help as many people as possible. And that builds, because 2 Consultant 40s makes you a Promoter 160, and 3 Promoter 160s makes you a pace setter, which is the rank that will get you into the Founder's Circle. So that's why I teach you 40. It's like a building block. If you become a Consultant 40 and help 2 other people do the same thing, you are what's called a Promoter 160. And if you help 3 people become a Promoter 160, you are a pace setter. So this is a huge rank. It gives you tons of bonuses, and it also sets you up to be in our Founder's Circle. And so this is basically the quick start training I wanted you to have, so that you have the basic skills to be able to get started tomorrow. The one last thing I wanted to show you is if you are looking for live meetings. So again, I showed you where to find all our tools. Sharevive.com. This is where you're going to do that. You're going to help people, you know, through those scripts. Take a look at this, and then get your up team on the phone to answer the questions. That's very important. Also, your resource center, again, go into your resources, filter by video, and here's all the different videos to share with people about becoming a customer. Again, don't learn this, just watch these videos and share. Any questions that come up, you're not going to answer them. You're going to get someone on the phone that knows that. And then the last thing I want to show you here is our events page. And so the way I actually get to the events page is, so right here on your website, if you haven't looked around here, this is another one. Again, your website, this is what you also may send to people as a follow-up. Maybe they watch the video and they'd like to learn more about the product. Well, you can send them to your website, and every single one of the products is here with more information on it. So this is another great resource for you, is your own website to send people to. But if you scroll to the bottom of your own website, there's events right here. There's other ways to get to it, but events is a great, easy way to do that. And this is going to list all those live events in your area to be able to invite to. So some of those scripts I gave you were inviting people to a live event. This is where you would find those live events in your calendar. And so these are really great. They're everywhere. We have Connecticut, New Jersey, Fishkill, Massachusetts. I mean, they're everywhere. So just go through this calendar and find your area. And the last thing I want you to do is I want you to go to Facebook. And I didn't log in to Facebook here. Maybe it'll log me in, and I could do this really quickly. If you haven't already, I want you to go to Vive Update. This is our private page for everything corporate. So this is our Private page, you go here to Vive Updates, just search for this, and you have to request to be a part of it, and this is going to give you all kinds of fun things. This is where the CEO does videos and where you're going to see everybody. This is a private page just for consultants. The other one you're going to want to join is our public page, Just Vive. This is a public page that corporate puts a lot of great content out that you can actually share on your own page. So again, talk to your up team about these, but these are the two pages you want to join. Vive Updates is the private closed group. This is just for consultants, so this is a lot of great stuff. You can welcome new teammates here. Corporate puts out information. Corporate does live videos. It's a really fun page to be a part of. This is our community of consultants. This is the public page, Just Vive. And this is, again, where you can share content with your network. They put out a lot of great, little posts that you can share that get lots of interest from your network. And so we are at about 20 minutes, and I want to go ahead and cut us off there because I know everybody's busy. So again, right here, you can go ahead and share this pretty easily right on your own page. See, 33 people have already shared it. Just make sure that you're always putting your website in. When you share it, I'll just show you real quick. So share post now. Let's see. If I was going to share this on my own page, I would just make sure up here to put my website. So I would say, so if you're interested, go to jenna.justvive.com. That way there's an action step, and then they can read the post. So that's just a little thing. So basically, again, your job in Vive here is simply, wrong one here. I'm going to end with this because I think it's pretty important that we go back to this just to simplify everything for you here and wrap us up, is that, again, your job is to simply invite people to take a look at what you're doing, to create curiosity and to invite people to that Share Vive. Share some of those videos that I showed you in your resource center. Get people to a live event or maybe a webinar. Every once in a while we have the video. And make sure that you get people on the phone with your up team. Again, your job is not to try to explain Vive or learn every detail about every product. That will slow you down, and it's not necessary. Your job is not to answer their questions at all. You need to get somebody on the phone to do that. You say, that's a great question. I actually just started, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my business partners and get them on the phone, and they're going to go through it. And actually, that would help me because I'm in training, so I want to hear them answer it. That's your only job. Okay, so hopefully this has been helpful for you today. Again, Jenna Stockwell, Vive consultant. I will come across you at some point at an event. I sure hope so. It has been my pleasure to share this time with you. Good luck. There are many more trainings, but this is the simplest way to get yourself started. Don't wait. Take action immediately. In your first 24 to 48 hours, I want you to follow those quick steps and start sharing using those text scripts. I want you to get at least 10 to 20 texts out in your first 2 days and make sure your up team knows what you're doing so we can get you off to a quick start. All right, my friends, have a fantastic day, and I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.